I hope you're mentally well and physically well. If this is your fifth or fourth time back, you might as well subscribe because you like it here. If you want to see my videos up and down your algorithm, like this video. This video is No Behaviour Podcast, Mugs, and I think his name is Bino. They're talking about older men grooming younger men into crime, whether that's selling drugs, gangs, whatever. Let's see what they got to say.
One little online short movie. What is that?
One of them 16-minute films?
No, it's half an hour. It's half an hour, but it's like...
What made you watch it?
I was just on YouTube, innit, and came up, innit, see short film.
So why did it resonate with you so much you was going to send it to us?
No, it's just like the streets, innit, like how they say in the streets go, like, you know, like when an older taps up a young youth and then he's got him doing the dirty work, goes cunch. But the older killed the little man's dad, innit, for his kettle. And then the youth has grown up now, he's kind of... The older's linked him with the kettle on, innit? And he's clocked that was my dad's kettle. So he doubled back on the youth, the older youth, and bun him, you get me? But I'm like, cool, that side of things. Alright, cool, I get that. But I just don't understand why. I know it does happen, yeah, but why does everyone, like, it's like the world thinks, like, all kids are groomed like that to sell drugs and do bad things.
Criminals are a small percent. Gang members and criminals are a small percent of council estate life or urban estate life. If you see my videos before, you know that I say that, look, if you go to a council estate, yeah, and you see those big high-rise blocks or maisonettes, the vast majority of people, they go to school, they go to college, then they work retail, or they work in a fast food shop, or they learn a trade, or they get into some other kind of work. On a council estate, there's only, out of the hundreds or thousands of people that live there, there's only like, I would say like 10 to 5% people that are drug dealers or robbers or in a gang or so forth. So I don't know who's he talking about when he says why do they think that all kids are groomed? Who's he talking about? Is he talking about people who live outside of council estates, affluent people? I wonder who he's talking about.
No, it's not how it's always depicted in the media or in the movies.
I'm like, cool, that side of things. Alright, cool, I get that. But I just don't understand why. I know it does happen, yeah, but why does everyone, like, it's like the world thinks, like, all kids are groomed like that to sell drugs and do bad things.
It's the auto sale. What's not to love? Get the Google Pixel 10 Pro and save up to £704 and claim up to £200.
Even though it's not how it's always depicted in the media or in the movies, don't you think there is an element? Don't you think that everybody's like, again, grooming is the wrong word, isn't it? But maybe it's not the wrong word, but
groom is the right word. We're just used to the term grooming to do with prostitution and young girls, but it is grooming. It is the right term. But yes, I believe most olders, when looking back on it, I've been in jail, I've been in a gang. Yeah. When I look back on things and so forth, or look at other friends, other neighbourhoods, so forth, basically the elders are manipulating you as a younger, yeah, to do the dirty work. And as the elders get older, they try to get paid the most and do the most amount of work. So, yes, elders, they do manipulate you, especially most people coming from council estates don't have a father. When they see like a young youth and stuff like that, they give them a fake type of love, and like, you know, like spuds and like, yeah, safe, cool, all this, and they big up your self-esteem like in a negative way to say, see the shoot here, he's fearless, you know. The shoot here, you see the shoot here, he's fearless, you know. Like, man will rob this and man will sell this and man's not scared of police and man's not scared of the ops, and yeah, they will boost up, they boost up this roadman psychology, they will boost you up. And sometimes when you ain't had no praise from a dad, you ain't had no praise from like a older male figure, any type of praise, you take it as love. So yeah, older roadmen are master manipulators, and their goal is, as I get older, to make the most amount of money with the least amount of risk and to be as far away from the actual crime as possible. So they send the youths, you know, to go out and rob or sell drugs or whatever and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely. I think like 90% of the time, I think like I can't even more. I can't think of a time when older roadmen are doing it for sincere good for that kid.
There's some of it that's
in the law way. That's the way that they.
I got in trouble for saying this. I'm saying like, not all grooming's done to take advantage of someone, if that makes sense. It's not all in a negative way. Like if obviously you're doing negative things, but some people's intentions ain't just to just take you up and just groom him up and send him up cunt and just make.
Then what is it for, Marsh? You're an intelligent guy. What is it for? Because the man that gives you the drugs is making a lot more money than you are. Like, he's giving you the drugs. Basically, he doesn't want to sell the drugs. One, laziness. Yeah. Two, secondly, he doesn't want to get nicked for it. Like, elaborate. Give an example of where older man them doing it for your good, because he's getting paid. You're getting paid, but all the risk is on you. Because he told you not to tell anyone who you got it from and not to mention him, or you're going to get badded up. So you have to elaborate and provide a scenario or examples of where he does it for the younger youths. Good well-being. I can't think of one.
Get nicked and rare. There are certain situations where people are living their life, coming up together, and this is all we know. And certain times, obviously, it might be a negative or a bad thing, but certain times it's support. We're
not talking about people the same age. Yes, if you and your friend your own age say, let's go and sell drugs, you're doing it to make money, yeah, and take a shortcut rather than work, because you can't be bothered to work, yeah. So if you and your friend the same age try go and sell drugs together and stuff, yeah, you're not grooming each other because you're the same age. You know what you're getting into wrong, and also no one else is making money off it because it's you two going out to do it. And no one is manipulating anyone. You're both the same age and you agreed to do it. When an older man is telling you, yeah, you're a bad boy and you're a rude boy and we can make whole heap of money and this, that and the other stuff, all you got to do is come and take this rucksack or take this box or whatever, so forth, and sell it to this person here. All you have to do is run into the shop and, run into this place and rob this and rob that and I'll give you this amount of money. Like, he's manipulating you because he's trying to get money with as least little percentage risk as possible.
You know what I'm trying to say? Some people can't understand that aspect of it, but certain times it is support. It is helping a man, even though you're helping him to do the wrong things.
That's what I was going to say. I can hear what you're saying, but see, at the same time, supporting someone to do badness, it can't be support because there's no positive in it.
Yeah, but
and he's not supporting him. What is the benefit? Money? He's making money as well, and he's got no risk. He's not doing it sincerely out of his heart. The reason why you're doing it and not him, is because he don't want the risk of being able to go jail. So it's not support.
Gonna do the badness anyway. It's the blind leading the blind. You're out in the streets anyway. It's not like you took him out of college. If you took a youth that's running around grabbing phones, doing GBH, no future.
Okay, so why don't you just give him the drugs? Why don't you just give him the drugs and say, I don't want no money for it? If you're doing it to truly support him, then why do you need money in it? Because if you just give him the drugs or whatever and so forth, and he gets caught, okay, nothing. But you want money from it, so you want him to do the dirty work without you getting any risk. So you're not helping him for the goodness out of your heart. You're doing it because it's an easy way for you to make money.
We're going to end up in jail for being in and out of jail for nonsense his whole life anyway, and you say, nah, don't do that. Remember, that's them crimes there are hurting people and doing anything. No, don't do that. Like, there's better ways to use your time. Like, come over, like, do this, pattern up, get some money. That's... I get where everybody's coming from, because even like hearing me say it is, I get why you would say, nah, that's nonsense. But living through it, man, have to have a different idea. Like, if someone that's not involved in that and looking from the outside looking in, I understand why you're saying all this kind of nonsense, but living through it, like, bro, I've seen the support that friendship groups get. There's times when man wouldn't be able to eat if it weren't for their brethren. Like, like, you get what I'm trying to say?
I disagree. I disagree, bro. I disagree. First of all, if you want money, yeah, regular money, you can get a job. Yeah, if you go up in a council estate, I don't care if you're from a single parent family, I don't care if your mum's on crack, or I don't care what the situation is if you want to get a job, yeah, a retail job, yeah, or a job, yeah, you can get a job, yeah. Don't tell me about racism, don't tell me about systemic racism and stuff. Trust me, the people that run this country, yeah, and I don't think it's a white thing or black thing. For those of you that's watched my video, I think more things are about class than colour, yeah. If you're a black kid, yeah, or like if you're a black kid from the ends, yeah, and you want to get a job, Sainsbury's is not stopping you from getting a job. Tesco's is not stopping you from getting a JD Foot Locker, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Greg's is not stopping you getting a job. The people that run this world, yeah, the rich people who run this world and set all this systemic racism and all this stuff up, they don't want their kids, or they don't even want like, how can I say, their kids are not white kids from council estates, but I'm talking about for rich upper class white people, or whoever's putting the systemic system in place. They don't want their kids working in Sainsbury's. So they haven't put no racism in working at Sainsbury's or Tesco's or JD or Foot Locker. They look down on them jobs. They don't even see that anyone from their race should be doing no type of job. So there's no barriers for racism, you know, to work at retail jobs or fast food shops and stuff, because they don't want to do those kind of jobs anyway. They want, you know, brown skinned people to do that. And like I said, like, I don't believe, I don't believe in racism. I believe, yes, it exists, but I believe a white person from a council estate and a black person from a council estate, they have more in common, yeah, than a white millionaire or a black millionaire, unless the only disclaimer is, or one of the disclaimers is unless that black person was poor and then became rich, or that white person was poor and then became rich, then they could have more in common with the person from the council estate. But my point is this, yeah, like most white and black people, whether they're white, black, Asian, Kurdish, Turkish, whatever, African, this, that, and the other, and so forth, yeah, they have more in common with each other from the things they experience and the lives they live than against each other. So what I'm saying is that, first of all, there's nobody on a council estate, yeah, that needs to rob or sell drugs, yeah, or to rob, sell drugs, you know, wherever. And I've been a criminal, bro. But I've also, when I was younger, I've also worked. I could get retail jobs like nothing. Anyone, you can easily get retail jobs. Just go Battersea, go Clapham Junction, go Brixton, go Stockwell, go Camberwell, go Croydon. There's tons of every shop, Yeah, you see tons of black youths. Every Sainsbury's, tons of black youths. Tesco's, tons of black youths. You can easily, anyone can get a retail job if you want. And you ain't got to pay rent. At them young ages, you ain't got to pay rent because you're living in your mum's yard, you know? So you haven't really got no bills. A lot of what we deal with on council estates is not is not survival, it's greed. Yeah? Your mum is cooking food for you. You got heat, you got food, you got electricity. Yeah, you've got water, you've got bedding, you might not have Nike, you might not have, Gucci, you might not have Louis Vuitton, but you have trousers, you have jumpers, you have t-shirts, you have clothing. This is not, people are not robbing people are not robbing and stealing, yeah, for bread and water. Nobody is going and robbing a secure van or selling drugs, yeah, or doing a move, yeah, and then running into a off license and buying bread and water because they're starving. Man is not licking and robbing because they are poor and starving. Yeah, no one is robbing because they're starving. People are robbing because they want the latest cars, they want a fat car, and they want jewelry. People are not robbing for substance. I disagree with you, Marcus. There.
They're saying all this kind of nonsense, but living through it, like, bro, I've seen the support that friendship groups get. There's times when man wouldn't be able to eat if it weren't for their brethren. Like,
No.
like, you get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying here, but it's like, cool. I could only talk on how I was brought up in it, and it's like, man can't phone me and tell me do something, and then it's like, no, I don't want to do it, and then it's not what the reaction is. The reaction ain't, oh, don't come back to the block, or like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but they always make it look like, wow, if you don't do this, you're in major trouble. Go on.
It's because they don't.
That's how exaggeration. Yeah, most kids on a council estate are not in a gang. They may pass them on a day-to-day basis, but they're not part of it. And sometimes the gang even robs people from the same estate they're on. You know.
Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but they always make it look like, wow, if you don't do this, you're in major trouble. Go on.
It's because they don't show every side of it. So there's definitely that aspect of it that everybody's done, where they're leaning on the youth, but they might not care about the youth. That's not the same for. I could say that for the young G's that live around here, and that I grew with, and I know who you lot are. If you are going to do something for me, it's going to have to be done, let's say, respectfully, if that makes sense. Whereas you might have a brethren that you bring around from, I don't know this you, like any you.
Yeah.
And if I want to be my soldier, that's just my soldier. I don't care. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about what he gets nicked with. I don't give a shit. He's just my soldier. So that does happen. But again, they don't explore the side of it where that friendship and family element is there. It's like,
yeah, but I don't think the family thing is the family thing when it comes to a gang and stuff like that. First of all, it's between people your own age, but even that's not real. Even that's not real, because when you're in a gang with people, yeah, you think because we are physically together every day, bunning weed, listening to tunes, hanging out, talking about rapper beefs and talking about council estate beefs and all this kind of stuff. You think because you're close with these people, and sometimes you go through like fights and stuff where like someone might nearly get stabbed or someone might nearly get shot and stuff. You think that because you're with them on a regular basis that you're close. You're not close. The fact that you're not close with these people is you can be moving with 10 man a day, 5 man a day, 15 man a day. You could be moving with a lot of physical bodies every day, yeah. But when you go jail, it's like 1 or 2 or 3 of those people out of those group that you used to chill with every day and smoke with every day and listen to tunes with every day and all that stuff and hang out on it, hang out with every day that come and visit you and write you. So what family is it? A lot of people when they go to jail they realise I had bare associates, and I had one or two friends. A lot of people when they go to jail, whether it's for like 1 year, whether it's for like 2 years, 3 years or whatever, they realise I had lots of associates and I only had a few friends.
There's no, because you live that, because you're from where we're from and you're born in your foundation. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about what he gets nicked with. I don't give a shit. He's just my soldier. So that does happen, but again, they don't explore the side of it where that friendship and family element is there. It's like what you're saying. There's no, because you live that, because you're from where we're from and you're born in your foundation and stuff like that. There's no one that's an OG that's gonna forward to you like that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna make you work their line, or they won't send you crunch, or give you grub, or do bare things that are not thing. But the way that they're gonna come at you is not gonna be like that just for some random you that they don't care about.
Yeah, true, but either way, you're both getting used. The you that he doesn't have no feelings for, and the you that is his younger or from the younger lot, he don't care. The reason why he can sell the drugs himself. He's got the contacts, he's got the supply, he's got the drugs and stuff. He can do it himself. The reason why you come into play is because he wants the most amount of money for the least amount of risk. You're basically a puppet. Do the stuff for him. Yeah. You're expendable. Basically, you're selling drugs for him, so there's no risk on him. Yeah. And that he can keep on making money. That's what you are. You're a tool. You're like a tool for him. And when you get nicked, then someone else is going to sell the drugs for him because he's not looking to go back to jail. He's not looking to go back to jail. Oh, that's why you're here.
Let's be real. Even in the first place, yeah, like it all goes back to I'd rather him than me.
So then you're saying it is grooming then? So it does happen then?
It is grooming.
Because it does happen.
Yes.
Like, no, but that's when I'm just saying that, like, when you look at it on a whole, innit? Like, bro, like, man having, unless I approach you and tell you, bro, I want to make money, let me work, then it's my fault now then. Do you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you pose that question to me, yo, what you want? Don't you want to make some money? Then it's a rather him than me situation.
Welcome to Best Heating, your home's bestie for beautiful warmth. Our radiators are decor heroes in a range.
I don't care about your.
Don't you want to make some money? Then it's a rather him than me situation. Don't you think?
Yep.
Not necessarily I'd rather him than me, because
it is.
It's not. Everybody would rather him than me. We all took the risk. How do you think I built my line in the first place?
Yeah, but that's it. You built it. So.
Yeah, that's the whole point now. I don't want to go jail anymore. I built my line in the first place, but I don't want to go jail anymore. And if you're stupid enough to, sell the drugs for me, then good for me. I'm making money with no risk. I don't understand why Marks don't get it. I don't understand why it's not registering with him.
Okay, yeah, but then you love money. So if you love money, so then if you didn't care, then you'll be like, nah, I'm blessed, and you'll still be doing it.
Nah, man, it's a rites of passage. You earn your right. I think everybody works, and people.
That term, rites of passage, and shotting drugs don't go together. They're just two different rites of passage. I don't understand what Marcus is trying to say, but I don't understand why. Is he trying to say that? Is he trying to say, no, people that give youngers to shot drugs, they're helping them? But I don't understand how he's reaching that conclusion. It's not making sense.
That don't work, struggle later on in life. Like, all the top.
So, okay, yeah, but then you love money. So if you love money, so then if you didn't care, then you'll be like, nah, I'm blessed, and you'll still be doing it.
Nah, man, it's a rites of passage. You earn your